So we are running it back. First sit and go we ever played. We got second place, which we won 23,000, which is okay, but we were ahead. We should have won. Horrible board. It went. We had fucking spades, bro, and the whole board, all spades, and he had the ace of spades. So it was a pretty shitty hand overall. But this is gonna be our second sit and go. We're going to see if we can run good again, if we can get back in the money. Gives us a nice little confident boost. And we follow in the same method that we did last time. We're just going to limp in with Jack 7. Currently, we are at 165. We were at 185 before we bought into this. As long as we can win one of these sit and goes, we'll be sitting pretty to get to 300,000. Once we get to 300,000, that's when we're going to start playing the 100,000 sit and goes. And that's when things are going to start escalating quickly. Yeah, this man. Oh, so unfortunate, man. That ace hurts. I flopped the fucking flush. And it went runner, runner, spade, and gave him the fucking ace. 35, it looked like a big call. We're just gonna call one time. First hand, usually you wanna play the first hand. That's just me though. Jack 7. We have a diamond blocker. We'll check it through. Someone probably does have a king. If everyone else calls, we're gonna be folding. Looks like he's gonna be 3-betting, so we're out of this hand now. There's nothing that we could really bluff with to get people off hands anymore. Especially if we're going to have 3 callers. I fold. Let's see who we're playing against. Looks like Wendy George is going to be our biggest competitor. Biggest spot she's played is 200,000. She looks young, actually. What the hell? She might know more poker than me, maybe. Who knows? Might be a little plot twist. Yeah, definitely good to get out of that hand. We would have lost money. King would have been a good spot to bluff, but I think someone does have a king. He wouldn't have folded anyways. Let's see what happens. Queen 10. Disgusting. Ace 4, like I said, a whatever hand, but as long as we can limp in it, we'll be fine. If the ace shows on the flop, we're not going to be betting into it because someone could definitely have a better ace kicker. And we just check. Horrible flop for us. Pretty much going to be folding as soon as someone bets. Good spot for queen. Oh, never mind. And we are out of this hand. When the game starts fresh, you just gotta wait for strong hands. Limp in with what you got, or limp in with what you can, and raise with whatever you got. When it hits well, you know. But we shall see what happens here. Should be one person with jacks. Looks like guy to my right is going to be check raising if someone goes for it, but I think he lost some value. He did not have shit. Ace jack. So that's kind of scary that someone would limp in with ace jack like that. Disguises their hand pretty well. Makes me realize I shouldn't be bluffing against her if she calls, because her range is pretty wide if she's able to just limp in like that with ace jack. Right now we have 8-5 offsuit. Not a great hand, to be honest with you, but we're just going to call. Doesn't really help us, that flop. Again, we're just going to be folding if nothing happens. Well, if someone raises, we're going to be folding. It gets checked through. Queen 10 gets there. Again, we don't really have a hand to bluff with. We're going to have to get out of here. He should raise here. Again, no point. A lot of draws. Queen 10, spades suited. They all win. I don't think anyone has a 9 here for some reason. I guess Wendy does. Queen 9. Good hand. Man, ace 4 offsuit. We just gotta be patient for when a strong hand comes to us, but right now we are not getting anything to work with. We're gonna limp it again. We're in position at the dealer button. Hopefully something cool. If we can flop an ace 4, that'd be perfect. Perfecto. But we will see. We land our 4. We have a blocker to the flush. We're just gonna bet here. With this bet, we're just pretty much seeing if everyone's gonna call. Because if everyone calls, then that means everyone's down to just add to the pot for later hands. If a heart comes, that's perfect for us. There shouldn't be a flush. So whoever calls is probably going to have... He's looking at my stack. I don't know why he's looking at me. Anybody who calls here probably just has an ace. And we should be fine. If everyone calls again, then I just don't... Like, it just seems like everyone's just going to call no matter what at this point. We don't really have a good read on anybody. Nobody's willing to play their hand correctly, it seems. And that helps us right there. Now with Wendy, she could have a flush, but we're just going to bet 500 and take a gamble that she does not. She's going to be playing her ace. We have a blocker to it. We should be fine. She might be willing to call because she seems to like to call everything I bet. She is tanking, and she is going to be thinking, and she does not have the flush, and she will just fold. Nice. So that gets us up to 295, 1500. Oh my god, what is up with ace 4 suited? We have ace 4, or sorry, just ace 4. We have ace 4 suited now, which is a little tiny upgrade. We're going to limp in again with it. Hopefully the flush draw comes back, but it probably isn't. But we're just going to have to play it to play it. The buy-in was about 1,500. Well, the buy-in's 20,000, but the starting chip was 1,500, so we're up to 65 now. Not a great flop for us. We might have to just call the 20 just for the fuck of it, unfortunately. Hopefully we get a heart on the turn. If we don't get a heart on the turn, we are just completely out. Even if an ace shows up, it's just a spot where we're going to be losing money if we hit an ace here. We need a heart. Ace does not get there, and now we're out of this hand. And we'll see who got the flush. Nobody had the flush. 8-7. 2 pair. Nice. Okay, we have King 10 suited. Unfortunately, the best hand we have gotten so far, and a horrible raise for us to not call with King 10 suited. 760, 730. We're just gonna have to fold. That's just not a good Not a good price to get our 730 in there. We might as well let other people pay for the price of that. Typically on a raise like that, they probably have a strong hand, usually pocket pairs, but that raise was really aggressive, but it works out that we folded because there's no diamonds. We wouldn't have even hit our flush. Ace is definitely in their range. Never Bluff should have called that pre-flop bet with an ace. I'm interested why he called with whatever hand he had. Maybe queen, jack, or king, queen. Felix is not going to show his hand because he is a degenerate. Alright, we have ace 10, similar to king 10, except it's not suited. We're going to limp in here. As long as nobody raises, we should have the best hand pre-flop. We'll see what happens. Checks around. That does not help our range. Helps probably someone that limped in with something shitty, but we're just going to check it through. We might call here. As weird as it sounds. 125. Half pot. If he calls, we're definitely calling. If he doesn't call, we're still probably going to be calling. He raises. Now we're folding. We are now folding. Wendy just loves the call. I don't know what hand she plays with, but she just calls no matter what. Alright. Looks like someone landed a 2-pair. This could get ugly. Someone is probably going to be eliminated. All in gets through. We'll see who hits it. Queen 3, 2-pair. Good hand. Kings is hard to fold, but if someone 3-bets you on a board like that, you gotta just assume 2-pair most of the time. Depends, but we have pocket 3s. Interesting hand if we can land a set. We're gonna try to get in as cheap as possible. Luckily, we're the last to act. He does not want cheap as possible. Looks like he was about to raise. Thank God. What is Wendy doing? Wendy, you are an interesting character. We're gonna check it through. Hopefully we land a 3. Horrible flop. Check this through. And we're out of here. And Wendy's doing whatever. What are you doing, Wendy? Wasting our time. Just throw our chips in. Might as well just fold. Hi, Wendy. I hope you get eliminated soon. Oh, he calls the all-in. Might have a king of spades. Interesting. They might all have king of spades. I'm getting out of here, boys. Good luck. Well, you called the last raise. You might as well just finish what you started there. Okay, interesting. Interesting fold. Ace 3. Wow, and I would have won with the flush. Well, we now know that we are not playing with legit people, and that's all good to know. If we called, we would have won, but realistically, that's not a hand you call. But now we are aware we are playing with some interesting poker players. Probably people that don't really play in real life, which is all good. It means we can exploit them, but it mainly means that we shouldn't be bluffing. We should be playing when we have a really strong hand, and we'll probably get max value. We have bottom pair. I'm just going to play it through. We do have a blocker on the spade. We're just going to bet 100. Even though they all call, it doesn't really matter, but we'll just see where we're at. We can land a 4 or a 2. We should be fine. We're just going to bet small. Hopefully she just gets kicked out. This is a strategy you don't do in real life, but with Poker VR, you can just bet to see if they bluff or if they don't call or not. And it looks like we're going to get our bluff through, our semi-bluff. And just waste all of our time. And we stole the pot because she is AFK. Whoa. What is going on here? 3-4. We are getting some disgusting hands. Alright. 5 people left. 2 people until we get into the money. We're going to limp with 3-4. See what happens. Damn, we get pot and pair again with a pair of 4s. Nothing we could really do except call any raise that we feel comfortable with. We're going to check. 10 does not help us, but 10 may help someone else. I think the max bet we're going to call is 200 here. That's 80. If Wendy calls, she should be 3-betting here, but she's inexperienced, so I don't think she's going to be 3-betting. So we'll get our $80 in there. Hopefully we land a 4, an ace. Here's going to be interesting. I'm thinking about bluffing here. She's going to call because she just calls whatever. She might beat me. If this was real poker, as long as nobody has a flush, they should be folding. But we'll see. This is probably the best spot to bluff at. If he calls, we're fucked. And we got the bluff through. And that's why you gotta love your blockers. When you got a blocker, you should be fine. Most of the time. That was a good bluff. That was a good bluff to get through. We just won a pretty decent pot. We're up 2,485 now. We're sitting pretty. Is that the... He raised. Alright, we had King 9 offsuit. We're not going to be playing with that. She's just wasting our time. She's wasting our time. Wasting our time. Jack 9-2. I don't know. I don't feel like this board hits anybody. Anybody want to make a move with it? This would be a good board to bet. I think they should fold here. Doesn't look like any of them were interested. Queen 10 would be a hard fold, but I think here you just gotta fold. You just gotta fold, Felix. You're contemplating. You're showing that you're not strong. Good fold. Good fold. Good bet as well, Simmons. We now have pocket 7s. Hopefully we can limp in with this hand. This is a great hand to limp in with if we got it. That was an angry call by Wendy. She's mad at us even though we've been waiting on her this whole time. But that's okay. Been a while since we have flopped a set, but having an open-ended draw is not too bad. We're probably going to call here. Nice bet to call. Wendy loves calling. She'll call no matter what hand she has. Just call, Wendy. You know you're going to call. Simmons folds. Ion is probably the most legit poker player here. That shouldn't have helped his range. I mean, if he had a gut shot, he hit it. 3-5. Would you play with 3-5? You are... Our big blind. We're gonna bet here. We're gonna have to protect. I think he has an 8. We'll bet 200. We'll see on the river. Wendy just loves a call, so she'll call no matter what. There you go. Atta babe. You should fold here. If you call, I'm just gonna get out of here, honestly. And now I have to call. If you have an ace-8, I'm gonna be very upset. Yeah, nice. Nice hand. Great hand. You're such a good player, Wendy. Such a good player. King 3 offsuit. Shitty hand, but we will defend our blind. Doesn't look like anyone wants to do anything dicey as I jinx it with Ion betting. We're going to get out of here now. And fold. Whoa, whoa, what is my hand doing? Why is my hand doing that? Why is my hand doing that? That was creepy. Pocket 4s. Alright. Feeling good on this one. We have not flopped a set with pocket pair. If he raises, we're going to call this one. Because I'm just feeling good. I'm just feeling good here. 640, fuck it. We've been running good. We ran good last hand. If we lose this one, if we don't land a flop here, we're just going to fold. He's going to bet here. It's usually in a spot to bet. Interesting. He doesn't bet. We'll bet 500. That's a very petty call. Now we're fucked. Queen Jack 9. He's gonna call an all in. What a fucking pocket 6s. Good for him. We're not at 2,000. We should be fine as long as we get the money at this point. That was a bad play by me, but I was stubborn. Felix is just gonna fucking do what he does best and just play bad. Simmons is in danger, but Felix is someone I can make money off of as long as I land a strong hand. Sometimes I feel like they can hear me when I'm muted. Can you hear me? Nod your head if you can hear me. Can't hear me, huh? 8-6. What did I have? I had Jack 6. Did I have Jack of Diamonds? I did have Jack of Diamonds. That's a little bittersweet. What a loss to the Queen of Diamonds. Thank God. Thank God I folded. Gonna get out of here, Queen 3. We're gonna have to let them play a little degenerately. Simmons is playing tight since he's low, which means when he does get in a hand, I gotta get out of there. Felix is the degenerate at the table, so he may call this. He folds. What does Felix look like? Yeah, Felix looks like the type of dude that would be playing like that. Good for you, man. Big blind defending a shitty hand of 10-7 offsuit. You better call, Felix. I want to land strong on you. Bad fold. Even though I had a crappy hand. I want to get my money in with him. Felix limps in here. We're going to be sitting pretty. Felix does not play, so we're just going to limp in. I was going to raise him. Someone on the ace is going to bet here. I don't think they have a 3-4-2. Well, big blind would make sense to have that, so now I'm going to fold. If everyone limps in, you got to assume that the big blind has like the shittiest hand, so when the board is very low, you got to assume it hits the big blind's range more than anybody else. Even though Felix called, I can't call a Jack 5 offsuit. It's a bad hand to play with. And that is a bad board to be with. Broadway draw, and the flush draw, and the full house draw. Ace 2, who would have thought? 7-3, bad hand, getting out. Pretty much. I think I'm going to risk it. I want to wait till I'm in the money, but I don't know. I think if I get a pretty decent hand, I'm going to be jamming. We'll see what happens. Jack 3 suited. Whatever. We'll just limp in with this. If Felix raises, we're just going to go all in out of tilt. Horrible strategy, but just for the sake of pride. Hopefully we get some diamonds. That's perfect. We're going to call. If another diamond comes up, we're kind of screwed, but that's okay. Okay, that's perfect. Hopefully he bets into us again. 150. We're going to bet 3-bet him. He calls. If he has a better flush than me, that's fucked. We should be set. We should be set. Hopefully he bets into us again. We're jamming right now. We're going to be jamming now. You called all those bets beforehand. Might as well go through. It's the same board. Go for it, Felix. I believe in you. I believe in you, Felix. There you go. Great hand with 9-3. That was one of the best calls I've seen in my life. It was a good call. Alright. Now, King 2. We got a nice little spade draw. We're going to call whatever bet happens. We're up 4,000 now. That's pretty nice. He went all in. We're just cleaning up our chips. We're going to have to call. We're going to have to call. Good luck to you, Simmons. And we won through. We got through. We got through clean. Got it through clean. And we're in the money. Alright, we're 2 for 2 for getting in the money. We're feeling fantastic. We just have to wait for a move to get these guys out. If he 3-bets, I shouldn't have limped in, honestly, but we'll see. Folds. Why not? I'll just call him just to call him. I don't know what range he has. He shouldn't have a strong hand. Ace 10. Gross. I have a lot of draws. That's okay. Now at 3,000. If you're gonna do that, whatever. I don't care. I don't want to be in a final table with this kind of guy, so we're just gonna have fun with it. We're in the money. We win 6,000. If we lose, it's whatever. Well, you have a strong hand. 9-5. That's what you get. And it's always so fun playing with the fishes. Oh well. Alright. We're back in second place. We have a decent chip lead now. You're no fun to play with, man. Good luck to you. 6-7 against 7-9. That's a shitty hand flop. I had an 8 I had an 8. I would have won that. Unfortunately. Probably gonna go all in. This hand, if I don't win this hand, I'm not gonna be playing this dumb bullshit game. Alright, we are in second place, unless he has a flush. Man, poker's no fun when it's played like that. You got the odds, you got the odds. Alright, 9,000 against 2,000. Should be an interesting heads up. Game ended pretty fast, so the blinds are still small. We'll see what ends up happening on this flop. Queen 6. Just gonna do a small C bet. See what he wants to do with it. Calls. Bet one more time. Calls. 10 comes, we're set. Alright. I shouldn't have won there. I should not have won there. Jack 7. We're just going to limp in. He's probably going to jam. We're just going to have to call it. Yep. There you go. Good luck. Alright. We got some outs. Got some outs. And that sucks. Seven, 6 offsuit. Could hit our range. This one, we're just gonna block bet with 400. If he calls or anything. We gotta get out of there. That was a bad move. No, I don't see it, man.